Well, a lot of people wondering how good this Wealth and Prosperity Piggy is, and right now the only spot we can get it is in the Cappy Anniversary Celebration inside this Capybara gift, where we need to go and use those Cappy Anniversary tokens. And luckily, if you get 20 of them there, or 200 of them I should say, then you can go and have the chance to open this Immortal Treasure Selection box. And some of us are hoping that we'll see this pop up over in the Mystic Sea as the game progresses on, but still no idea if we're going to be seeing this outside of it, or if this is going to be just our one and only chance for now. Now, I do want to remind everybody that the whole Ice Queen, if you've been playing this game for a while, this came out on Thanksgiving, and I think it was like maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months before this thing popped up. At least it felt like 6 months, so it did take a while before we saw this out there and was able to go and get more copies of this. But to answer your question, this is a good pet to go, or a good arcana to throw on this pet, but it is very situational. And for a majority of you, this may not even feel situational because you've been pretty much playing combo this whole time. But I say situational because you really got to be kind of focused on that combo to begin with, meaning that something like going in with Diego, having the Vulture out there, Wild Vulture I should say, getting it where you're going to be really focusing on those ×2, ×3 combos. If you're like me, playing a skill weapon like Nashir and saying, oh, if I see a combo mastery, I pick it up, that's really not going to be serving the purpose for you. And for a majority of players out there, they're really trying to push for that whole 4-star arcane on it, because that's going to be the point where you're going to get an additional 20% combo damage, global combo, which is going to be a pretty big hit coming out of this. But as you can see, I went with my normal build here. I'm not really sitting on a lot of combo. I think I'm at like 16% right now, and we're not really having a lot go on with that whole gold coin out there. But as you can see, when I finally go and throw on the Blade of Justice, we throw a Diego on, we throw that Wild Vulture out there, this thing starts stacking up, and finally when we get 4 of them, this is where you see this animation here, which is going to be the big heavy hitter. But in case you didn't read the description on this, every 2 turns, you're going to be doing a hit based by how many of those coins you have, and you'll be doing 200% your combo damage. For every 2 combo hits you get, you're going to get an additional coin also. So don't think that you're going to get 1 hit with the combo and that's going to count as adding up. You physically need to see that combo icon pop up out there. But each gold coin will also increase your combo rate by 7.5%. May not be a big deal for you if you're building combo already. And a lot of people are saying, should I go for Slime King? Should I go for this? I honestly think that this is going to be a better situation for you if you are really focused on the combo. If you do want some counter in there, then maybe the Slime King is going to be a better way to go. But this thing does seem to be working pretty well, I guess, inside the PvP. But the big one is going to be that 4 gold coin hit, and that's going to be hitting the enemy for 10% of their max health up to the point of 50 times whatever your attack is. And then afterwards, you're actually going to have increased attack and some lifesteal. Not 100% certain what that number actually is, but just note you're going to be getting a buff on that. But I like the whole animation of this thing just kind of running across the screen there, the gold coins trailing off, and then that final 4-star one's pretty cool. Even actually when you go and look at the pet itself there, of first clicking on it, you'll see the whole animation of that too. I think that's pretty nice, but nice to see some additions to this type of stuff inside the game. Am I going to go and push on this? I probably should if I ever want to switch back over to the Helos, but right now this just doesn't seem like anything that's really benefiting me too well. So to sum it up for you, if you are playing a combo weapon or really heavily investing into combo, and I used to do that a lot when I was playing the Whisperer there, then this might be a good situation for you to go for. I would still at least try to get this thing unlocked so you have it and say that, hey, I've got it if I ever do need to pop it in, but this is going to be one of those things that, once again, I see as kind of situational, but I am glad that I grabbed it. But we still got a lot more stuff to talk about with this whole update, with this whole event. If you want to know the best things you should be exchanging in this event, then you probably want to take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.